So this video is about taking a PDF pattern that you either purchased or you got for free and converting that PDF pattern so that you can cut it with your Cricut Maker or any type of cutting machine. So it's important to note that um, there's different types of PDF files. The old style PDF files are basically called raster PDFs. They're not vector based or anything like that. So you have to turn them into a vector in Inkscape here, which is a free vector program. And then there's PDFs that are web based, like they're vector, they're vector based PDFs. And with those, I mean, once you bring them into Inkscape, they're already a vector. So then for Cricut Design Space, you basically just have to save it as a SVG or an SVG, Z as in zebra. So I found like two different websites that, offer their PDFs, so it's two different ways. So let's just go with the easier one that's already, you know, uh, vector based. And let's see. So this gentleman makes supply leather.com. He's got some really great videos on making leather, and he's got some free templates. They're PDF templates, and they're all vector based. They're really nice. And um, so I'll just pick one of his uh, free templates. I'll do this trifold wallet. Click on that. And you'll see that, I mean, here's his PDFs. He shows them and offers them in two different sizes, 8.5 by 11 and then A4. He also sells acrylic templates if you don't want the PDF. And then he's even got a YouTube video on how to make them. Now, I would make these with my soft leather and stitch the soft leather on my vintage Singer sewing machine, my 1591. It plows through leather, soft leather, not this hard leather. He stitches this by hand on the video. But at any rate, he's got a video and everything. So the tools you would need for that type of leather. So we'll go ahead and we'll download this one, the 8.5 by 11. And you can see his PDFs are so nice because he's already got the sizes in there. So if you save this entire PDF, you have the printed directions, the printed sizes on your original PDF here. So, and these are placement lines, these dotted lines, and you can, or you don't have to, but you can try and trace those with your Cricut drawing pen. As far as leather goes, I think it does come off, I'm not sure. Or you can just use the paper template to get your placement where it should be, when you go to place them. Or I was thinking about using my new scoring tool that I bought from Cricut to do that. But at any rate, so we'll go ahead and we'll print this, all of it. There's 3 pages. So save as PDF. See all 3 pages. All pages saved. I already saved it once, so I have my folder made. My folder is in Projects Not Mine, Wallets, trifold wallet, and there it is there. I already saved it. So that's what a PDF looks like on my computer. That's the icon that it generates because I have Google Chrome. I don't have Adobe anymore. Mine's outdated. So at any rate, we go ahead and we save it. And then we go into Inkscape. So Inkscape is a free open source software you can download. So we'll go to File, Open. I might have been doing something with it there. I'm not sure. But here it is here, the PDF. And I leave it at the default settings. So you can see here, there's 3 pages, and they're asking you which one you want to open. So we're going to open page 1 first, and then we'll come back and do page 2 and page 3. So we leave everything the same, and click OK. And then you have to click on this double box with Inkscape once, and then you have to click again to open it. And so I've noticed some of his designs, some of them, they're so easy to delete the text out of. This one I found was a little bit more complex. Not really, but the way that you know, let me just, before I go on, the way that you know if it's a web-based or vector-based PDF is if you click on this icon here, which is, if I hover, Edit Path by Nodes tool. You click on that tool, and you come and hover, and you see how it turns red. Come over here, these all turn red. If I click on one of them, oops, I got a node there to zoom in with your plus button there. You click on that line. So you see minus button zooms out. You know, if there's nodes around it, then you know it's vector based. Now, you want to delete the text because you don't want to cut the text. And, you know, we have our original PDF. So before we start cutting text and everything, let's just save this as, we'll just save it as a regular Inkscape SVG because that's what it always defaults to. But when we're all done, when we're ready to go into Cricut Design Space, we have to save it as an SVG, Z as in zebra. Maybe not for this file, but I've noticed for most of my files, Cricut won't take a regular SVG. This one might. I'm usually taking embroidery files and bringing them into here and then taking them into Cricut Design Space. So that's why I have to do the SVGZ, I'm thinking. But at any rate, so we saved it now. Now it's an SVG. Won't get confused with the PDF. So we want to get rid of the text. So you don't want to be in this tool, the object tool. This one, if you hover, let's see the technical name, the select and transform objects. I call it the object tool. This one's the path tool. So you want to click on the path tool, and you can click outside just to unselect what was selected. Select the text, and you'll notice the first time you select it, it just gets a bunch of nodes around it, you know. So you can hold your shift button to select the rest of them. Select, 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 because those all came in as one object. Once they're all selected gray, you can draw a box around them, and now you can hit your delete button. You notice how they changed color, and they're gone. So I'll zoom out.